I thought that you were faithful, thanks for showing me I'm wrong. I should've known it all along, that you were gonna hurt me, that this love wasn't so strong, that I wasn't the one that you were loving all along, that you would only love me every time that she was gone. When I first met you, I wasn't really interested.
No worries.
Okay, there we go. Now I can hear you.
Okay, good. Well, welcome, Magic Girl.
What's up?
Nothing. I'm just a little excited here to be interviewing you, to say the least. So.
Oh, me too. It's been a while since I've kind of been out in the public, so it's kind of exciting to get to interact with the fans again. Feels good. So.
That's good. So how long has it been since? Have you ever had an interview or anything?
Yeah, I've had few interviews. I think the last interview I had was with my friends down at the Blue Zone show with DJ EVP. That was the last interview that I had. Prior to that, I think the only other person that's ever interviewed me exclusively has been Cardo Mac. So,
okay.
Yeah, so you'd be number 3, lucky number 3.
Ooh, good things come in threes, they say.
Right?
Right on. Well, dang, look at everyone here showing you love, Magic Girl.
Thank you to everybody tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Much love to you guys. Hopefully, tonight might be the night. Your questions may be answered today, so don't go away.
Right? Stay tuned. We're here. We're here doing it. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in right now. And welcome to Pale Skins About the Business live interview with the one and only Magic Girl right here. So I'm super excited because I'm a fan, like, from day one. Since the first time I heard you, like, I've been a real huge fan. So thank you for taking time out of your life to sit here and talk with us. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. It's a pleasure, and tonight's gonna be fun, and hopefully a lot of people get a little bit more insight about what goes on in Magic's life, because I'm a very private person. I know a lot of people know that. I'm like extremely private, so I'm gonna try not to be too conservative today and try something a little different. So.
Okay. All right. Well, we're just gonna jump. We'll jump right into the questions I have here for you.
Uh-huh.
So I had some people send in some questions.
Cool. Good.
So I got them right here. And so we'll just get started. There's actually a lot of questions.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
I'm excited to hear what you guys want to know, because there's so many things out there, like, oh my gosh, like, and so I'm kind of curious and excited at the same time. So.
All right. Well, let's jump right in this and
for sure.
get started. So, Magic Girl, how long have you been doing music for?
I've been doing music, like music, since late 2014. I've been around music all of my life. It's not a secret. My dad's a touring musician with a mainstream band in the Spanish industry. And my family, my cousins, everybody, there's not anybody in my family except for like my mom who isn't a musician. So, I've been around music all my life. But as far as the industry, like myself, since late 2014, I've been around. I've been touring. I've been headlining shows, underground shows, comedy shows. I've crossed Central California. I've been to the ATL. I've been to Texas. I've been everywhere. Like, and they were all paid gigs. So I've been like professionally, being booked since late 2014. So it's been a while.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, that sounds good. So, would you say you kind of got that start, I guess, because your dad was a musician, and did he kind of encourage you to do that, or was that something you just...
Weirdly, my parents were never supportive of what I was doing. Not the music thing, just of what the route that I was taking, like being an actual public figure and stuff like that, they never really supported because they knew what came with it. It wasn't so much that they didn't want me to do it; they just came with it, and they didn't want that for me. And me being young and naive, I was kind of like, oh, whatever, you know. And it got me into a lot of situations that I'm lucky to be here still. You know what I mean? Like it took me to a lot of situations for not listening to mom and dad necessarily, but you know, after, you know, I took the more positive route, they're like my biggest supporters. They support me in absolutely everything that I do, and it's pretty cool. And my career started as, it wasn't even because I mean, I've always liked music, and it actually started as a joke. Like,
Really?
yes. Like it was a joke. Like I bought my first Talkbox because I absolutely loved the sound of it. And I had heard it on a friend's ringtone at work, and I was too embarrassed to ask what it was or whose song it was, or whatever. So I went and YouTubed like robotic voice and all kinds of weird stuff till I actually ran into a video. And it was the Zapp and Roger. I think it was Do Diddy. And I was like, oh, okay, so that's what that is. And then I ordered my first Talkbox on Amazon, actually. And I took it to a family member's house, and we were just joking around with it. And then people are like, hey, you should start doing this. You should start doing this. And then just for like shits and giggles, I went to a show and performed with the Talkbox. And then since then, that's what started this whole career. It was just a joke, like just for shits and giggles. And it's like,
Right.
you know, like it was weird.
Hey, that's a good luck of the draw right there, you know? Just
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah. So that's kind of then how you got into the Talkbox music. Is you just decided to try it out, and then from there you were sold.
Yeah, it was. Oh, sorry, this thing is playing the wrong video.
Oh, you're good.
It was just like joking around. So
okay.
Yeah, so that's how this all started.
Well, that's pretty lucky. You know, you just ran with it. I imagine that people must have liked it then, what you were doing, and then you just ran with it. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome, because look where you are now today. So, I mean, you know, you're doing successful and everything. So, yeah, that's good. And so your dad, was he the only like musician in your family then?
No, my uncles and my grandpa, way back in the day, he used to kick it with like Vicente and all them before they were even big. My grandpa was a ghostwriter for a lot of the songs that are actually played on radio today, and it's weird. So he made Billboard before Billboard was even a thing. So like music has been around in my family for years. It's not just my dad. It's, you know, his dad and his brothers and his sisters, and all of my uncles and my cousins tour with big bands. So it's like it's not, you know, strange to us. It's just music is our life. There's no life without music for us, you know? It's like every day is music. So it's kind of weird to explain it because, like I said, every day is music for us. Like we live, eat, and breathe music, literally. That's what we do.
Well, that's awesome. And so you were talking about Zapp and Roger. So did that kind of start you like being a huge fan of them? Like when you first heard that ringtone on your friend's phone?
Yeah, it did. I became a Talkbox fan because of Zapp and Roger. Everybody's always like, oh, it's because it's MC Magic and she's trying to jock MC Magic. Like MC Magic had nothing to do with it. He just had like done it before I did, you know?
Yeah.
But the sounds in Zapp and Roger were actually what inspired me to do it. And I actually had the opportunity to meet them in person last year. And it was huge for me to know that they knew who I was. And since then, they've been encouraging me and giving me the positive vibes that I needed to continue, because a lot of times I kind of just wanted to stop and be out of the limelight and just go MIA, you know?
Right.
But yeah, they've been they're huge supporters, and I absolutely love them to death, because who would have knew, you know, the people who inspired me to do what I do today are more than happy for me to know that, you know, they support me and they like what I do and they like my music. So that's cool.
Right. I think I think that's how I feel too. Is you know, we got to be supportive of one another, and that's kind of how it is for me. Is like me starting this thing out, you know, I've received so much support from everybody, so I
Right.
can really relate to that feeling, you know. That's how I feel with just this little bit I'm doing, you know.
Yeah,
But
and
I
that's
love
one of the
uh,
reasons why I actually accepted this interview. It wasn't really no for no other reason. It's just the fact that you're a female and you're you know trying to start your own thing, and I'm a huge supporter of females trying to do their own thing, and that's one of the reasons why I accepted and said yes. I had to make so many like exceptions because you know I'm under new management, so there's you know I have to you know I'm not on my own time no more. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. You know, so here I am.
well, I'm super I'm super excited that you did, you know.
No,
Thank you
well,
very
thank you for
much.
reaching out. It was pretty cool that you did. You know.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You were on my list, but I mean, after we had went live, like it was a lot easier to, I guess, approach the situation. You know, I'm like, oh God, how do I ask, or you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I guess kind of feeling like intimidated a little bit, you know. But
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
kind
And, you
of
know, that's what's weird too. I think it's so weird that people are so intimidated to ask me things, and it's like that's what I want you to do though. Like I want you to ask me questions. Like if I answer your questions, like cool, but if I ignore your questions, it's like I'm not ignoring them. I'm just like not ready to answer them yet, you know.
right,
But
right.
you know, it's cool. I
Okay.
thought it was super cool that you reached out and you know wanted to interview. So it was cool.
Oh, of course. Well, thank you. How does it feel though being like one of the only Talkbox artists out there? How does that feel?
Feels weird.
Does it?
Yeah, it feels weird. There's actually about you know what, maybe a handful of people in the world who actually do it, like Steven, my boy Steven Robin. I always mispronounce his last name. I know Witty Funk is out there doing it. Mr. Talkbox, he's the guy who did the hooks for Bruno Mars, and also a few other people like Diamond Ortiz and stuff like that do it. You know, that actually you know do the Talkbox thing.
Mm-hmm.
But to me it feels weird because it's like okay these people have been doing it for years and it and it's like one big happy family, you know, one big happy little family, Talkbox family, I guess, you know.
Right. So I guess the only difference would be is that you're one of the only females, you know, out there. Like there are
Right,
people doing it, but do you
that's
know of
another
any
thing.
females?
Females, Woody Funk, I believe she went on tour. I'm not sure. I think it was a Zap cover band, or I think it was Zap. She went on tour
Oh,
with them. Yeah, but it's been a while since I've heard anything new from her.
oh,
Besides that, any females doing it, there's none. Like I said,
right.
the only people doing it is like Steven and Diamond Ortiz and what's his name, Throwback Zach.
Okay.
You know, so.
Okay.
Other
Nice.
than that, I don't know of any females. And if you do, like, let me know. I want to watch their videos because they're pretty dope. I like
I
watching
will.
Talkbox videos.
Yeah, no, I will. That's what kind of drew me to you because, you know, the first song I heard was I'm Sorry, the one with Capone.
Right.
So that was the first song that I remember hearing. And it was the hook, you know, that got me. I was like, oh my God. So like I had to like find out how you were sounding this way because that was one of the first times that I had heard, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the Fox
Right.
on an artist in a
Uh-huh.
song, and it
Yeah.
just, you know, you don't hear stuff like that out here where I'm from,
Oh,
you know.
really? Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, no,
here in Cali, you Talkbox all day. You know what
I
I
know,
mean? You know, everything from DJ Quick to Snoop, everybody uses it, you know? So,
yeah,
you know, it wasn't, to me, it wasn't nothing like, I didn't think it was nothing new. I just think it's something that was brought back into our present, you know, like the
right.
old style. Something to
Well,
refresh the game a little bit.
yeah, no, I was completely taken by it. I was like, wow. I was like, you know, this sounds good. And then, you know, I kind of I got my daughters on it too.
Right.
You know, girls, and you know,
Yeah,
now my
it amazes the children, and that's what I love. I love that. It just amazes them, and it's so cool because oh,
it
what's
does.
that? You know? And
I
my boy Bosco, He's the guy who invented the electrospit. It's the world's first tubeless talkbox. And so I know he has a few stuff going on that the kids are gonna absolutely go bananas for. So you guys got to be on my page and look out for my boy Bosco, because he's out there making major moves and changing the game. So
That's cool. That's cool. I can't wait to see that. Yeah, my kids really like that, so I can definitely see that. So I'm just wondering, was there any other artists that sort of influenced you, like growing up? Were you influenced by other artists?
I was influenced. I just liked hip hop. I listened to like Nas, Notorious B.I.G., DJ Quick, Snoop. I listened to a lot of old school, and so I think it was just the whole old school genre, like Debbie Deb, DJ Quick, Sugar Free was definitely one of them, and I think it was just a mixture of everything old school. It wasn't nothing really modern that catches my attention. Like even today, I don't really listen to radio. I like listening to, everything from back in the day.
Right. Yeah. This new stuff, it's kind of I don't know.
I mean, it's cool for those who like it, but it's not my stilo. But more and more every day, we realize that the world is like not liking it anymore. So.
Yeah, I think people just look for, more people look for real stuff and, people singing about real things, not just like singing to rhyme with the next word. You know what I mean? Like they're actually singing about stuff like they've been through.
Yeah, like storytelling,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, storytelling. Yeah, I definitely miss music like that. And I know one like I'm like a Goo fan over is Missy Elliott. I'm a huge Missy Elliott fan, just because of the way she the way her records were produced with Timbaland. Like there's not a single record that has hit Billboard that is not sampled from something old school.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the kids think like, oh yeah, Missy Elliott made that up. Like, nah, she didn't. This record was put out like 20 years before like she even thought about it. Like.
She's just doing
it's
it.
cool, yeah. So like I'm just a total geek for old school stuff. I think that's what inspired me to just to do like mixing and stuff like that, just like modernizing the old stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like Missy Elliott too. Growing up, like I said on my last life, I liked Mariah Carey. Like she's been around since I was like, 7, 8. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
and she's still doing it. Like she's doing it for a long time.
Yeah, that's the Tupac of Christmas music, girl. She's gonna be around forever.
Right?
She's gonna be around forever.
Hell yeah, she'll never get old, for real. So do you think you face any challenges as a woman, like being in the rap game or the Chicano rap game or whatever you want to refer yourself to?
Yeah. Actually, being a female, I do face a lot of challenges, and it sucks. It's not, it's not. I think I deal with it a lot harder than the men do, just because people feel like they can walk over a female, or a female is like, But I think the challenges is just, people thinking that I can't do it.
Right.
I think that's the only challenge that I face, but. I'm surrounded by a good team of people now, a good solid team that I should have listened to years ago, and I'm good. So I know they wouldn't let me walk into a situation by myself anymore. So.
Well, that's good. Hold on, I gotta give a shout out to my daughter. She's like, "Mom, say hi to me." Stepher Daniels, hi, my girl. Okay.
Hi. Yeah, so do a quick shout out to my boy Fucker. I saw him on there. Cardo Mac, Jokes, Slow Rider Life magazine. Sorry, the comments are just like I can't really read all of them. So
we can take a break. Like I know I've seen a couple of comments. People asking what race you are.
I am Latina.
Latina. There you go.
I'm not a white girl. No, I'm not.
Hey. I got the same problem, girl. Like, light skin, light eyes,
yeah. Yeah, no, I'm Latina. Both my parents are from Mexico, so I'm
Okay,
Latina. Yep.
nice. And I know since you spoke of Fuck'em, do you see yourself doing any music with Fuck'em in the future?
Hell yeah, that's my boy. You know, a shout out to OG Big Wicked. I just saw him comment right there.
Yeah, yeah,
I
he's
saw it
on
right
here too,
there.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, for sure. That's my boy. You know, like I support all of those who support me, and I've said it to fuck 'em, and I've said it to many other people. Like I'm not always present, but I'm always rooting for you guys. Like, you
Right.
guys are cool. You guys have been, solid, and you guys have been friends. So
Yeah, that's for sure. You know, that's how I am too. Like, you show love, you get love, vice versa. You know what I mean? Like,
right, the respect has to be mutual. If it's
right.
not mutual, then it's not going to work out. Point blank and
Absolutely.
simple. You know.
Absolutely. And I want to do a shout out too to the West 1987. He made your flyer and he makes all my flyers. Um,
Yes,
yeah, he does bomb ass work. So thank you, West.
for sure, for sure.
Much. Okay, so my next question is like a big question everybody wants to know. I'm sure you can guess, but I'll ask
Let me
you.
guess. Okay.
All
I'm not
right.
gonna
So,
bet no money on this because
yeah, right. You'll probably guess. Okay. So, what were the reasons that you left High Power?
I left who? I'm sorry.
High Power?
Who?
Were you with High Power? Is that right?
Yeah. Um. So the reasons are many. I can't say everything, but what I can
Yeah.
tell you guys is pretty much what's already out there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the business wasn't what I thought it would be. I wasn't taken care of in the manner that I was promised I was going to be taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
And just to put it out there, I've been signed to multiple labels, and I've never, ever, at any point in my life, received a single penny from any label that I've been signed to. So all of
Mm-hmm.
that, I paid her out, that she has money and she has what she has because of me, is all a lie. I have all that I have because I chose to stop letting
Mm-hmm.
people eat off of my plate. That's why I have what I have, and
Yeah.
it's just a lot of reasons, and I really don't like to talk about it because it's
Mm-hmm.
very easy for me to slip and say something that I don't want to say. Not that
Right.
it's not true, just like something that is just like really nobody's business, but the
Mm-hmm.
vibes were bad. Um, the business was bad, and it was just it was not. I was becoming uncomfortable. It wasn't my place anymore.
Okay.
So, and even prior to signing, I had tons of people like, hey, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. But I was like, no, you know what, I'm just gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. I was
Mm-hmm.
coming out of a fallout from a prior label that
Cool.
how would I put this, like I was coming out of coming out of a prior situation that and going into a new, which was signing with High Power. So when I was making the transition, I was very clear and very adamant with Capone that, hey, I don't want to deal with no dilemmas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want no drama. I just want to do music. I just want to be left alone. I just want to do me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in it for the money. You can pay me whatever when you sell my records or whatever. You're like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah, cool, cool, whatever. We'll do this and that. We'll start selling or whatever. And I had already been around. Like, a lot of people who know me, like know me from when I was Miss Lady Magic, know that what I have today has nothing to do with Capone. Like, Mr. Shadow was actually the guy to put me out in the Chicano rap scene, and a lot of people don't know that.
Okay.
So I was down with Mr. Shadow for a long time before I even was with Capone. So while that transition, I was adamant, like, hey, I don't want to deal with this dilemmas, and it was cool for a while, but then I started noticing things, and the biggest mistake I did was allowing them to know a little bit too much about my personal life, just because it had a lot to do with the first label that I was with.
Okay.
I let them know a little bit too much, and they used it and just they used it to their advantage to like totally trash my image, or at least attempt to, because I mean, I'm real all the way around. Like, if you know me, anything anybody else says is just like one ear in, out the other, you know. But they used it and just like used it, tried to use it against me, like, you know, to their advantage. And that was the fucked up part to me, because they turned it into a whole situation that should have never been a situation in the beginning, because I never not once spoke negative about them or said anything disrespectful or, you know, in a negative manner, until I started seeing them post things like on YouTube pages and stuff like that. Like it just threw me off, like, you know, that it just ate at them so much. Like dude, like it would have been more convenient for you just not to say nothing at all, and let the fans, you know, think that it's a bluff or whatever. But, you know, guilty people let facts eat at them so much that they're prone to just blow. You get what I mean? They're just prone to blow. So I think that's what happened. You get what I mean? Like that's what happened. Like all of these negative comments and all these rumors that people are making up, making up all kinds of stuff about me, or like there's total strangers who think they know me. And I kind of was like, bro, you don't have no idea. Like, you don't know me. You think you know me, you know, but you really don't, you know. So that's why I don't worry, and I'm cool, because, you know, the people who are around me and love me and respect me as a person know who I really am. So everything out there is just like, you know. And for a while, I took it hard on myself, because like it kind of, you know, knocked me down a little bit, because I don't think the fans really understand how much power they have. Like, the fans have a lot of power over what we do. And, you know, and I'm an observer. I like to observe things. And the way I feel, my observation of the whole Chicano rap game, like, it's not dead. It's not the artists that don't have talent. The fans made it what it is today. At one point, the fans loved, and I'm not saying like the good fans, I'm saying like the hater fans, the ones that are always on the negative stuff, you know?
Oh yeah.
They love to see us as artists tear each other apart. They love that drama. They love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they love for us to tear each other apart. They love the labels to be beefing it with each other. And I was just telling a friend of mine, because he made a certain remark to me, and it kind of upset me. And I looked at him, I go, don't you think it's funny that everybody's getting along just fine after we all decided not to pay Capone any attention no more? Like, don't you think that's funny? Like, you know, like, I'm just being real, you know, that's just how I feel, you know? And the fans have a lot to do with it. And I feel like that's why they're always on this negative trip. Like, they just love that attention. They like the fans to be like picking sides and divided. Like, nah, like, I don't want you to be my fan. Like, I don't want you to like me, but I want you to like my music. Like, you know, like, I want the haters to be like, nah, I don't like her, but that's my shit. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't care if you like me or not. Like, I want you to like my music, you know? Like, that's how I feel about it, you know? And like I said, the fans, the negative fans, like, they have a lot to do with this whole controversy of like Chicano rap. Yeah, it's labels and artists, but we all learn how to work that out behind doors, you know, behind closed doors. You know, it's the fans that really control what we do, you know. And I think that was a big stepping stone for me too, is that not letting the negative, you know, the negative comments pick at my emotions and allow me to snap over social media. That's why, like, over long periods of times, I would go MIA on social media. Like, I would just disappear. And people would be like, oh, you know, she hasn't posted in like a week, or she hasn't. No, I'm just taking a chill pill, because I don't want to stop doing this. I just need to get my head together, because all of this negativity is just throwing me off, you know? And it's not me. Everybody does things that they don't intentionally do when they're upset. You know, so.
Oh, absolutely. I think reacting when you're upset is like the worst thing you can do.
Yeah, and as an artist, it's the worst thing that you can do, because let me tell you, it can make or break your career. Like, if you don't know how to control yourself emotionally and just ignore the negativity and just be like, you know what, I'm going to save it for another day, it can totally end your career, because people in the professional industry, and I've learned this the hard way, And I'm still lucky I still have the people standing behind me that I have standing behind me. But people in the professional industry will stop. They will stop supporting you. Not because your music sucks, not because you don't have no talent, but because of the negativity that you carry with you.
Right. Yeah.
And in a lot of times, I've lost so much money. There was a lot of shows that did not want to book me point blank period at all. They said, for as long as you're signed to that label, we don't want you here.
Oh no.
And
That's
I've had people tell me that over messages, over emails, over phone conversations, like not in the exact same words, but in the same line. Like for as long as you're signed with that label, we don't want you here.
Oh man, that's
And
cool.
I've had people tell me to my face, hey homegirl, you could come to the show, but don't bring none of your friends from that high power team with you.
Oh damn.
And
That's crazy.
for me, it like sucked because I was never involved, in the drama and the dilemmas. I was just in it for the music, and it sucked hearing that, because for me it was like a brick wall, because if I can't perform, I can't promote myself as an artist doing music. You know what I mean? So for every show not performed, that is money and investment lost in myself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's too bad, that you had to go through that. But I mean, it sounds like now, that you did what's best for you. We can put it that way. That
Yeah, and that's the way I like to put it. It's not that I hate them or I don't like them or I dislike them. Nah, it's like it's all good. It's all love with everybody. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm cool. I'm not tripping off you. You've been a dead issue. You know what I mean? But if you want to keep bringing it up, then cool. Like
right.
just do it. You're doing it to yourself. Like the more you speak, the more I have to come clear out myself. You know what I mean? Like the more I'm gonna address the issue. So it's better for you not to even say anything, because there's a lot of things like you have no idea what you guys think it is. If you guys knew the real story and what's really going on, you guys would be mind blown, because it's nothing close to what everybody can imagine. Like you have no idea. You have no idea. So I just did what was best for me and for my career, and just removing toxic people out of my life. You get what I mean?
Absolutely,
And not, they might be cool with other people. They might be good for other artists. Cool. Who knows? Good for them,
Right.
But they're just not good for me, my well-being, and my career. So sorry, I gotta go.
That's right. That's right, girl. And, that's good that you feel good now, like when you feel good, you do good, I believe anyways. So even me, like, sometimes I'll take a break or some shit too from IG, I just fucking, go and like do my own shit. But really, you have shit going on in your life, it doesn't pertain to IG really, sometimes there's other shit going on and you just gotta go, But then you come back and I feel like, you're stronger, you got your head down good, your thoughts are processed and you're good to go now, So,
yeah, I feel like I'm in a different level than I was a year ago, because I was a hothead. I grew around where you needed to defend yourself no matter what, so I didn't take disrespect lightly. And now it's like, I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you're good. Like, I ain't tripping. I know what it is. I know what it is. So you can't change who I am. So I'm good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Be true to yourself no matter what. I mean, sometimes that's hard to do, but, if you just take those steps, I mean, you'll never know until you take those steps, So,
yeah, I mean, I just wanted to try it out.
Right.
I wanted to try it out. I wanted to see where it went. And like I said before, they weren't my first dead end. So I'm just taking it as a new beginning, because they were definitely not my first dead end. I've messed with a lot of people. I have so many connects. Like, I don't need them for anything. Like, I don't need them or a label for anything. And nowadays, an artist really doesn't. You just need a solid fan base, and a fan base who's going to support you emotionally and, through music, and be positive, so.
Absolutely. Well, I think that's what you're doing now,
Right.
And so, my next question is, do you have any, projects like in the works with other artists that we may know of? If you can speak on that.
At the time, no. Not at the time, because I just got done with my my mixtape project, and
Okay.
my mixtape project is the Roger Lean. For those of you who know the song, Roger Lean is going to be released, and I'm announcing a release date right now, live on Instagram. But it's going to be December 7th. Roger Lean, the music video that was shot by my boy Maldito, Prometo Clica, is going to be released on YouTube, and that will be the premiere release date for the mixtape. And now the mixtape, from here till December 15th, 100% of the profits of that mixtape will be used to grant the wish list of the kids at the Bakersfield Jameson Center. So from here to the 15th, no dollars going to my pocket. It's all going to the boys and girls at the Jameson Center. So make sure you guys pre-order those albums. And I have so many pre-orders. I am dumbfounded and amazed and so grateful for you guys, because you guys are making this year's Christmas for those kids 1,000 times better. So thank you. And that's actually a project that I've been holding for a while. So yeah, I think 2019 is going to be my go year. I got to, start pushing on my own stuff. I needed to wait for all of the legal stuff to go through with the last situation. I had to let everything die down and clear out and make sure that was properly taken care of, because it was a mess.
Right.
And so I had to let that clear out. So 2019 is my go year. It's, a brand new year for me, new projects, new things. But I'm, gonna go out with the mixtape, and it's gonna be all for charity, for donations. So if you guys buy a mixtape, now it's not going to my pocket. It's going to the kids at the Jameson Center. So thank you to everybody who already placed your pre-orders. We have a little over 400 units already out the door, sold. So you guys have been amazing. You guys have been amazing. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited. I'm very happy right now.
That's nice, girl. I think that's really awesome, and so if they wanted to order one of your mixtapes, is there a link or something that they can hit on your bio, or?
Yeah, you can click the link in my bio, or you can go to magicgirlentertainment.com. There is there's a donate now button on the front page, and it will take you to a PayPal link where you can donate $10, $15, $20, or a different amount. I've had people always donate different amounts. So feel free to donate whatever you feel. Like I said, every $10 donation gets a free mixtape. So just feel free to donate whatever you feel in your heart you want to donate. So
that's what's up. Right on. Yeah, that's awesome. You're doing that, Magic Girl. I know there's a lot of kids out there, don't get, a whole lot of stuff like that. So
yeah, and I'm all about the kids. So, that's why I try not to go to, people are always like, oh, she can't rap. She ain't got bars. Well, guess what, homeboy? Your favorite rapper sings all of my bars. So, so I've been ghostwriting for I don't know how many fools. And I'm not gonna say no names because I'm not like that. The way I run business is completely confidential. But all I can say is that your favorite rapper and your favorite song, like 90% of the time, I probably wrote it. So, if I don't go hard on my records, it's because it's for the kids. I don't want them necessarily repeating things that I say. So, but yeah, there's definitely some X-rated records on the mixtape though. That was the whole point of the mixtape, is to drop 2 records that were, completely not all out, but totally different, like totally X-rated records that I think you guys are gonna go bananas for. So.
Oh, nice. So for your future work, would you have any plans to work with Mr. Criminal?
At the time, no, not at the time. I know it was a discussion a while back, but I don't really have plans on working with anybody in the near future. Just until I sell myself.
Okay.
I think it's time for me to work on myself. I've been so busy working for everybody else, doing things for everybody else's projects, but not working on myself. So right now, it's not against, I don't want to work with him, or I don't want to work with her, or whatever. It's just I need time to work on myself. I need me time. I think it's about that. It's about that time, because I'm so busy doing all kinds of stuff. I just need me times. I time to work on myself. So I'm going to keep it that way until, you know, I feel I want to work with something. So.
Okay, nice. And so, what song would you say that means the most to you in your career that you've recorded so far?
It's a good question. I think Yo Te Quiero on my last album, my first album.
Okay,
That
I love
that
that
song
song.
that song was actually given to me by my brother-in-law from Cali Music, and he wrote the majority of the song, but we wrote the song together. And there is a lot of things in that song that I just hold dear to my heart, because I've been through a lot of crap, and because of this rap game, I've lost everything. I've lost my
Yeah,
job. I've lost my job. I lost my car. I lost all kinds of. Now I'm stable. I'm fine now. But because
yeah,
of the rap game and the people who don't necessarily want to see you, you know, do better than them, I guess, or whatever you
right.
want to say it.
Yeah,
I dealt with a lot of stuff. So that song was actually the most meaningful to me, because it had a lot to do with what I was going through and what I went through. And even though that particular relationship didn't work out,
mm-hmm.
it just brings a lot. It just brings a lot of memories, like bittersweet moments.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, I can say, like, I don't even speak Spanish and I barely understand Spanish, you know, like someone could get me to say something so silly and like I don't even know what I'm saying, but
right.
that song, like, I don't understand it, but to me it's like the singing in Spanish part is what gets me, you know. That's what I really like, you know, and it just sounds pretty, and you know, that's what it
Yeah,
is.
I think the part that gets to me the most is the part in the hook where it says, when these streets get a little crazy, you'll always be my baby. You know what I mean? I think that's the part that hits me the most, was having somebody that rode through all the bullshit,
Right.
you know? So,
That's what's up. Okay, nice. So are you gonna have a meet and greet in LA?
not that I know of. I might have one. I don't know. Like, I have to like check my schedule. Like,
Okay.
but I know the only two shows that I have coming up is this Sunday at Club Avenue in Bakersfield. It's the 1 year anniversary of my friends at the Blue Zone show, so we're having a big old birthday bash, 1 year anniversary bash. And after that, I have the toy drive on the 15th with my boys from the Backyard Boogie, raising the money for the kids at the Jamison Center. So I think those are the
Right.
only two for the year, and then I asked to have vacation time the rest of the year. So I don't think I'll be doing shows after that. But in
Okay.
LA, I don't think I have LA till like March of next year, I think. So
March. Okay. Nice. That's when I'm planning to go to LA or to Cali. So,
really,
yeah, yeah, definitely.
yeah, for sure.
Fingers crossed. Just kidding. Um, what do you kind of see yourself doing if you didn't have music?
I'd be a regular person, I guess.
You don't have like any other interests or anything? That would
No,
kind of
I mean,
no.
no. Well, because
You would
thankfully, because of me, I haven't worked at 8 to 5 in almost 3 years. So music
okay,
pays my bills.
right? Yeah.
So if I wasn't doing music, I think I'd be having like I think I'd still be working in the funeral industry, because I worked in the funeral industry for about 3, 4 years,
Oh,
and
okay.
I absolutely love it. Like, yeah, I think I'd be working in the funeral industry. So
And so, just to make it clear, someone just asked in the comments, you're not with a record label, right? You're independent.
I'm independent under new management. Yes.
Okay. All
So
right.
yeah, I'm independent, but I guess I'm like, how would you say it? Yeah, I'm independent, but I'm under new management. So it's like if I was under a label.
Okay. Okay,
So yeah,
fair enough.
the same
Fair
rules
enough.
still apply, but I'm independent. They allow me to promote myself as an independent artist, which I absolutely love because they give me the freedom to do whatever the hell I want to, for as long as it's convenient for my career. So.
Right. Okay, that's what's up. And so who are your top three favorite Chicano rap artists?
Bozo, fuck OG Big Wicked.
There you go. Good choices. Good choices.
Yeah,
And so, so what's your and do you know all of them personally?
I do actually.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
do. I met Bozo when Bozo Bozo was still around with High Power when I met Bozo. I think that's how far back we go. I remember the first time I met Bozo was actually at a music video shoot, and he was just like the coolest, most down to earth person. Like he was just like just straight spitting advice and you know giving me like positive vibes, you know. And
Yeah.
that's why like I respect him, and I really do admire him a lot because he's always been a positive person, at least in my life. So, you know, every time I
Nice.
talk to him, it's always positivity. So, I've met Bozo personally, and I met OG Big Wicked through a personal friend,
Okay.
and I also met Fuckum through a personal friend as well. So,
Nice.
yeah, I've actually met them all personally, and it's been cool. They've been cool people. Like they're really positive and they're down to earth, and
Mm-hmm.
um,
Well, I just thought I'd ask because I know I seen you in OG Big Wicked's music video his
yeah.
Can't Stop Won't Stop. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's what's up. So I just I just kind of wanted to know if you guys talk outside of music and that kind of thing. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's all love and support within us, and I think within the artist, it's always like that. It's always like that within all of us.
that's cool. That's cool. It's good to see artists support one another. I think that's
Yeah,
awesome. So
yeah. If
right
y'all
on.
want support, those are the guys who are gonna support you. So,
Right. Okay. And so, what's your ultimate goal as a music artist?
um, I already pretty much did a lot of things already. I don't know.
Maybe.
I guess just to be successful. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
I said successful because a cousin of mine says it like that, and I make fun of him. So I
Oh,
guess that's what I get for saying it like that. So, I just want to be successful. I just want to be like I don't know. I just want to be like do me.
what? Maybe just keep it like sustained where you're at because you seem like you're
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
You
Well,
know.
my ultimate goal is to one day be able to bring bring opportunity to other artists the way I was brought opportunity. You get what I mean?
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I believe we're all equal and everything, but if it's like I've always said, if I make it, we all make it. So I actually did. I signed my first artist a few months ago. His name is Young Bubs, and I'm waiting to release his records. We got a lot of good stuff coming out with him. He's a talented young boy, and he's actually the first artist ever signed to Magical Entertainment. So
Oh,
make sure you guys go follow him, Young Bubs. If you guys didn't know, yeah, that's how low key I am about everything. It's just like I'm just waiting for the time to come. But I want to be able to create opportunity for more than just one person. You know,
yeah.
like I want to even if my name isn't mentioned or put anywhere out, like I just want to be that person to be able to be like here you go, like here's your opportunity, take it or leave it, you make what you want to make out of it, because those are the kind of people that I have in my life right now, and
Right.
I want to be somebody like that to somebody else, and not for my own whatever, just because I feel more people like that in in the music industry. Like I just want to be what other people were to me.
Right.
So,
Well, I think I think right now like you're doing it, and congratulations on doing and making yourself happy and just the toy drive and the funds you're raising for those kids, like that's a big thing, and I think a lot of people can appreciate when an artist gives back, to the community and uses what they have, to better other people's lives. I
Right.
think that's a really big thing. And, definitely, like, I knew there was a reason I fucking just love the shit out of you. And now I know why. Like, wow, like, yeah, you're really doing it. And, the fact that you're a woman doing it, like, that's huge. And,
Girl, let me tell you,
that's
pussy is
huge.
power. That is
Yeah.
not a lie. It's not a comment, it's a statement, okay? It's a statement.
That's, hey, I'll have to agree with you 100%.
Yes.
That's right, girl.
Yeah. I think we're
So,
underestimated as females. We're very underestimated, especially in an industry that is dominated by men. It has been
yeah,
very, very hard for me to make my mark, to like be like, hey, this is me. I'm Magic Girl. I do music. Was good.
right, absolutely. No, I love that statement. That's gonna be my saying for the next, week or so. I'll be like, hey, pussy's power. Sorry, yeah.
It is.
So, so yeah, that's cool. So those are the questions. Those are the questions I had for you, and if there's nothing else you want to say, I have a little fun thing I like to do at the end of my interviews. It's just they're really quick questions.
Yeah.
It's either this or that. So without further ado, we'll end with these questions here, and then if you want to say anything else, and then we're good.
No, I don't think so. I think while we do that, I want we're gonna pick 3 random people in the comments. So drop your
Okay.
questions. Um, I think it's only fair I do that. I never did this, so
Okay.
drop your questions in the. Someone said, okay. So,
After I
well,
after I
yeah,
read these ones. Okay. So Zap and Roger are MC.
Zap and Roger.
Um, Blood in, Vida Loca. Okay. My friends are gonna freaking murder me and savage this word. Pozole menudo.
Fuck pozole.
Flats.
Girl. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a
Okay.
sneaker girl, so it'd be flats.
Okay. Manicure or pedicure?
Manicure.
Mexican candy or Mexican food?
Food. I like food.
You like food. All right. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
And Cortez or Chucks?
Chucks.
Chucks. And baked or fried?
Baked.
And tattoos or piercings?
Piercings. I don't have any tattoos. I have more. I actually got my nose done before I got my ears pierced. So I don't have any tattoos yet. I haven't found the right artist. So
Okay. Nice. Okay. And then paper or plastic? And
more.
that's okay. So those are my questions. Now, who here? I didn't really see anyone asking questions. They were all like laughing or reacting to
Right.
the
Yeah,
to
because
my.
I know some of these guys got.
Oh, right here. Here's jokes. He said, would you be?
Well, that's not a question.
So that's a yes.
Yeah.
Our time for another question.
So they blew up and it gives me a lot of money. All those drinks, album on iTunes, my first album, supporting me directly. But digital from high power distribution or watch my videos on high power, you guys are feeding me. Y'all are feeding. So if you guys want my, don't get them from him.
Okay, and then let's see here. What else? Okay, I'm just scrolling. Okay, we got 30 seconds left.
Shout out to the Troll Challenge, my boy.